there are people out there that want you to dim your light so that their shit will shine brighter. No, man, if you don't step your game up and get out here. Hello there, love bugs. Hello there, bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share to Facebook, and visit uptopbeauty.com. Today's looky would be our sequin turban, but right now we don't have any more right now. I'm still waiting on a shipment to come in, but we do have other turbans there that may rock your boat, okay? And if you are not already a part of this book club, our book club, please hit the Patreon link below and or the join button here on the YouTube, so you can be privy to all the shenanigans before the YouTube gets it, if the YouTube gets it. Now, let's continue talking about Jenifer Lewis's, the mother of Black Hollywood. It was during rehearsals for El Bravo that I met Quitman Flood. He always used his full name. In noting it, I want to honor his grandfather, Splendor and Beauty, Quitman Daniel Flood III. Something happened in rehearsal and we both laughed. When two people laugh at the same ignorant shit, they are instantly bonded. Facts. Me and BFF is like this. Hey, that's how we became best friends. I told y'all we've been best friends since we were 5 years old. Well, actually, I was 4. She was 5. In kindergarten, round there to the Holy Redeemer on New York and New Jersey Avenue. Okay? We just realized, wait a minute, she over there sniggling at the same dumb shit I'm sniggling at. I'm going to sit next to her. Child. And we've been sitting next to each other forever. Okay, we both 50. And I say that's 45 years of friendship. Beat that.
Quitman was a new kind of person for me. He was an only child and he had been well loved. He had grown up a talented Southern gay black boy in the 50s. He couldn't wait to get out of Nashville and become a dance major.
At only 16, Quitman danced in the original Broadway production of Hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. It's so nice to see something again. Who was that who sang Hello, Dolly to Barbra Streisand in the movie? Was it Louis Armstrong? But that is a major feat, okay? That's a major feat. I am thoroughly impressed. And then later in the Broadway production of On the 20th Century, in the mid-70s, he studied Ben Vereen in the original version of Pippin, not the Ben Vereen, bitch. I'm not talking about the Ben Vereen. That's the original black dancer, right? Wait a minute, is Ben Vereen Chicken George? Is he Chicken George from the Roots? Hold on, I got to Google this. Hold on. Nigga, I'm the best. I ain't just good, I'm the best who ever done it. Quitman was beautiful, tall, fit, perfect teeth, mustache. You could tell he was a dancer. He walked on air, chest out like an ostrich. I had never known anyone who gave himself so many facials, always while wearing a pink shower cap to hold his hair back. Quitman was refined, gorgeous, and elegant. He was always groomed to a T. This son of a bitch I loved. Had Quitman not been gay, he is the only man I would have ever actually married. Within a couple of months of our becoming friends, Quitman started writing my first one-woman show. When I wasn't juggling men, I was rehearsing for a 2-city gig with baggy pants. A few years later, I had taken a sabbatical from college to tour with the truck and van production that was among the last vaudeville, burlesque, musical reviews. Baggy Pants had been making the rounds of dinner theaters since the early 70s. It was conceived and directed by Will B. Abel, an actual vaudevillian with assistance from his wife, Grizelia Abel, who, as I mentioned before, became one of my mother figures. I would often find myself sitting at their feet. I told you that is a sign of respect when you sit at someone's feet. I would often find myself sitting at the feet of and listening to women older and ever so much wiser than me. I took to Grizelia immediately. I believe she was in her 50s and was still kicking her foot over her head and slamming it down to the floor in a split. That's the death drop I told you hoes about. That daggone Angela does it effortlessly. She was co-producer of the show, and she made sure we were as sharp as the Rockettes when we pranced around. So she's speaking of a time where she had took her sabbatical, whatever, and she's 19 years old, in the cast of Baggy Pants, right? And she's inexperienced, and she is not understanding cast jealousy, okay? It's not her fault that she shines bright like a diamond. I've had this conversation with you before about Diana Ross and the Supremes. It's not Diana Ross' fault that she put forth the extra effort to stand out amongst the crowd. It's not her fault. You know what I'm saying? Flo could have done the same thing. So could have Murray, But there are people out there that want you to dim your light so that their shit will shine brighter. No. Man, if you don't step your game up and get out here. She in baggy pants, right? They're in Louisville, Kentucky. And the papers had gave her rave reviews. Some of the other girls were there as Jenifer is looking at the paper, very, very pleased, at the fact that they like her. She hears one of her co-stars say, she's not that good. Jenifer Lewis was like, who is she talking about? I know she ain't talking about me. I ain't that good. Oh, bitch, I'm good. She goes over to the girl, grabs her up by her, collar, and lifts her up off the ground. I'm like, ooh, that must be an old strong bitch. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't fight strippers, broads from the South Side, broads from the South, okay, and women who have toddlers, okay, because they all strong as shits. Okay, but maybe I shouldn't fight a dancer either. And I know you're like, Nay, why are you talking about fighting anybody at 50? You never know when somebody gonna roll up on you. You gotta be prepared. Okay, you never know, because I be pissing people off every day. She go over there, grab the girl up, snatch her up, get her together, and threw her across the floor. Ooh. She felt bad because she felt like she had disappointed the Abels. That would be Will and Grizelia Abel, okay? And she thought that, he was going to be kicking her ass off the show because of the fact, look, you're a wild animal. You don't know how to control yourself. Is that what the problem is? We going to have to get some mace for you? Is that what the problem is around here? Keep your hands off my goddamn dancers. That would be the conversation that I would say. I wouldn't kick her out, but I'd be like, Jenifer, we already put your ass down if you don't know how to act. So now that I was more experienced and mature, I was excited to work with Will and Grizelia again and show them I had grown and really knew my stuff. We ran a few weeks at a dinner theater in Westchester, New York, which was a convenient train ride from Grand Central Station. At my first rehearsal, I found out that Will was very sick. In fact, he had shortened the show by cutting 2 of his numbers. After Westchester, Baggy Pants went to St. Louis for a 2-week run. I couldn't wait to see all my family and friends. There was a big barbecue and all of Kinloch turned out for the show at the Barn Dinner Theater. After the second performance, Will was rushed to Barnes Jewish Hospital. We all were unclear about what was wrong with him. Before I entered Will's room, Mama, okay, because her mother was a nurse at this particular hospital, right? Now, again, listen, there's going to be a lot of dying in this book, okay? Because you got to remember, around the time that she was flourishing, you are dealing with AIDS right here. Nobody knows what is going on with AIDS. It's crazy to me to think that we lived in a time where if you contracted HIV, you already was given a death sentence. And now, not only are these young people living with HIV, but it's undetectable in the blood. And they got another pill out here that protects you from the HIV virus. I said, God damn. Okay, we have made leaps and bounds in this world. And I'm very, very proud of the universe that I live in just because of that. Just because of that. Now, and some other shit. She's about to go in the room with her friend Will. Her mother stopped her and was like, wait a minute, baby. Hold on. Let me get you some shit to put on, because you need to put on some gloves, a mask, one of these outfits, all of that. The mother did not tell Jenifer what was going on. All she knew was that it had to be something serious. If I can't go in there and see my friend without this mask and all this getup on my face. A few days later, Will died of an extreme type of pneumonia. He was only 57. By mid-November, Thomas and I were back together, and he invited me to Jamaica with him. I really could not afford the trip, but after Gregory Hines loaned me $500, I was able to track down several gypsies who owed me money. Altogether, I came up with about $1,000, which I spent at Bloomingdale's on sunglasses, a swimsuit, and some sort of short shorts. Quitman asked, why are you putting yourself in debt for a man who doesn't love you for who you are? I had no answer. Well, I'm glad Quitman asked. So he invites you to Jamaica with him, but you got to pay your own way while you down there, girl. You ain't doing it right, Jenifer. You ain't doing it right. Now, I know she young and tender and she don't know no better, okay? Because she ain't have a mick in her life to teach her right. Because, see, you can stay home and get some ding-a-ling, okay? He want his pastanka flued out to Jamaica, okay? And he don't want to pay a price. You got me fucked up. Be careful, because sometimes these dudes will goop your girl and make you think, oh, we special. We got a bond. We got a bond. Yeah, we got a bond in the bed. That's about it. My motherfucking refrigerator is still empty. I had auditioned for a show called Mahalia before I left for Jamaica. When I got home, my girlfriend, Yolanda Graves, was on my answer machine screaming, we got the part. We got the part. 3 days later, I had heard that Thomas had been hired as the stage manager for the show. Oh, Lord. Now, here we go again. It ain't here we go again. You still fucking him. Remember this, the same people that you meet on the way up will always be the same. It's 6:30. The same people that you meet on the way down. My naysayers, my patron loves. You babies. Y'all have a good one. You be safe out there. Coroni's still right there. It ain't gone nowhere. That bitch is right there, waiting for you hoes to slip up. Okay? Peace.